Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Philanthropone, and I am back with another brand new VR game here called Electronauts. Now, this game has been on my radar for a little bit now, mainly because it is made by the same people who brought us the Epic Games, Raw Data, and Sprint Vector. That is Survios. So, I had to try out the game. I did try it out. At first, I wasn't sure if it was going to be like a music rhythm game or a music creation game, and it turns out it is more of a music creation game. So let's go ahead and do a single play. Actually, I'm going to do the tutorial because it explains stuff. If you don't have a background in music creation like I don't, it can be a little bit challenging to learn the game. And Survios, I praise them for their tutorials because they do videos and text and audio, the three biggies to teach that are good to teach people a VR game, in my opinion. So let's do it. And then at the end, I will mess around in my own little game.
Mission control to Electronaut 1. We need to go over your mission objectives and make sure the Wave Rider is calibrated to your biometrics before we begin. I know you're eager to get started, so how about we get calibrated? In front of you is the control deck. Your Wave Rider is outfitted with 3 of these, but for now we'll only be using 1. Right now it's displaying the backing track and musical stems unique to this soundscape. The deck is controlled with the sticks held in your hands. Try activating a few more stems by touching them with a stick and pressing the trigger button.
A few more, as in the only other one available, synth.
Looks like that's working. How about we switch things up before we continue? Switch to the groove track.
It's loading up.
Looks like the backing track is fully functional and online. Next, let's make sure your gems are functioning properly. The controls on each deck are determined by the gem currently slotted into it. You can pick up a gem by touching it with the end of your stick and holding the trigger button. To release the gem, just release the trigger button.
I feel like I'm in like an airport flight attendant. This is that. Oh, so we're grabbing the gem, the orbs gem. We're putting it in the slot.
Great! The orb kits are the most commonly used instrument type in the Electronaut arsenal. Just start swinging your sticks into the orbs to play. You can also record your own sequence by holding the touchpad button as you play.
So this is
sure that's working before we move
pretty cool, where you can record now by holding down the trackpad.
Awesome. Sequencer and orb kits are on.
The rhythm's a little bit off, so you can kind of delete like a keyframe.
Slot in the backing track gem and switch to the next track so we can move forward.
Let's move this one a little bit that way. Maybe this one over. I'm just trying to make it sound in rhythm, you know?
The backing track gem and switch over to the next section.
It's not that great, but let's add a couple more.
Pick up the backing track gem using the trigger button and slot it back into your central deck.
I'm supposed to be moving on from this, but so let's put the orbs. Oh, I muted it. How do you unmute it? There. What's cool is almost anything sounds kind of cool. All right, let's do the backing track.
Switch to the excellent. Select the brake track to continue. Perfect. There's just one more thing to go over, and then we can cut you loose, Electronaut 1. You'll see another gem is loaded in. This is the FX Cube. This will allow you to modify and modulate the soundscape in exciting new ways. Slot it in, and let's get started.
FX Cube.
Perfect. The FX Cube will alter the audio with a variety of effects. Point the stick into the cube and hold the trigger button to activate the effect. Once you're holding the trigger button, great job.
See that?
You can also draw a path through the FX Cube to keep your hands free and create cool audio transitions. Try putting your stick in the cube, and this time, hold the touchpad with your thumb. While
So,
holding the touchpad,
this kind of reminds me of a of the first game that came to mind when I started doing this was the Wave VR. They have a whole music creation type of thing that have a couple, like this little box kind of reminds me of something from that game. So now we can hold the trackpad.
Try putting your stick. Great work. Great. You know, we've also got some other effects attached to the cube. Why don't you switch over to the glitch mode and I'll show you. Look for the middle button on the bar below the FX cube. It's the pink one.
All right, let's go to glitches.
Now, let's experiment. Point your stick into the cube and hold the trigger to start the effect. The glitch mode has 5 different effects. Excellent. FX are online, Electronaut 1. Doing great. Biometrics are all
slow, medium, fast. What's up here?
I've been given the go-ahead to unlock the rest of the soundscapes accessible from the main station. Your mission as an Electronaut is to delve into the soundscapes on board your Wave Rider and discover new sights and sounds. This mission is one of discovery and experimentation. So get out there and explore.
So that is the tutorial. It is rather basic and a little bit minimal, because when you jump into an actual real like creation, there's a lot more stuff kind of you gotta like figure out on your own. So let's go back to the lobby. And now let's do single player. Then you've got kind of some tracks, or I guess some bass, or maybe this is like, yeah, no, this is a song. So you get like, kind of like a bass song that you kind of got to basically tinker. You get to edit whatever way you want. It's not like you're starting from absolute scratch, I guess. Let's do that one. I'm also, by the way, a fan of electronic music / like dubstep. And I always thought female vocals sound way better with that genre of music. So let's go ahead and play right now. All right, we're here. So right off the bat, as opposed to the tutorial, you get actually, I mean, this is cool, 2 orb cubes that go in their appropriate slots if you want to put them away or create. So let's kind of practice a bit. Whoa, each orb gives off like 3 or 4 tones. Okay, let's record by pulling down the trackpad. See, they turn red. Let's record a couple. Clear it. I didn't like it. All right. I like it, I guess. So let's go over here to the green. Oh, it's kind of more like a clappy sound. Okay, let's record some. It's very faint, these orbs, but a cool little effect. So you can put these away and they'll keep playing then. And by the way, if you want to like save your track or load it again, you can go to, I believe, arrange. And this is where you arrange everything. By the way, once again, I'm not I don't have a background in music creation, software in any form. And this one's pretty easy to get used to, but there are still things that like I don't understand really. But how do you save? Yeah, you can save it here. I don't know if there's a way to export like your creation to like an MP3 file or anything. And then you could load it there. So let's go and add some vocals. So at first I thought this was like, oh, can I use my mic to add my own vocals? But they're like these kind of pre-recorded ones, I guess. They're like, I don't know what all these blank ones are. Anyway, we're going to verse 1. I like it. Let's keep it playing and see how it keeps playing. And let's check out Groove. Track. There are grenades that you, how do you do these again? Yeah, you put them there. And these are purely for visual purposes, I believe. They all look rather the same. Yeah, they are the same. I guess that's what you get for this track, maybe? Looper. Not noticing a huge change with the looper orb. So then visual, this is where it also kind of reminded me of the orb, sorry, the Wave VR. See, look at that. How trippy you can make it. If you tone down the saturation, it feels a bit more retro-y. But this looks pretty sweet. Put away the visuals, FX Cube. So the one thing I was kind of a little bit puzzled about was that I don't know if there's a way to record this to keep it. Well, no, you want these type of effects to be temporary. I don't think you want them to keep looping, right? But that's just kind of what I'm wondering, like if there's a way to make like a 3 or 4 minute track, and then that's it. Like it finishes, you export it, and you can play an MP3 or whatever. And there's a glitch here, the modes. The game, I believe, was $17, in case you're wondering. I believe that's a bit lower than their other games. I think Raw Data is still like $40 when it's not on sale. And what was Sprint Vector again? I think it was like 30 at launch. I don't know, don't quote me on that. So I've pretty much tinkered with everything. I mean, like the tutorial guy said, the most common go-to effect or feature to use are these orbs. Oh, is it mute? It's a little intense. Oh, wait, hit this with a drumstick to play. No, I know that. Oh, did I accidentally hit the, this? Yeah. So once again, we can clear it. So yeah, that's pretty much the game. There's also multiplayer that I have not messed with, which I'm curious about what that sound or how that works. Like, do you each get your own little kind of ship? By the way, you get like your own kind of like DJ studio ship. So that's something to think about. But there you have it, Electronauts. Pretty cool. If you're into music, if you're into music creation, I can recommend checking it out. So thank you so much, as always, for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you're new to my channel and are interested in VR or gaming in general, be sure to subscribe to my channel for all of my latest updates in the future. Thank you once again. Till next time. Peace.